England, I think, have only won one Six Nations in the last 12 years. Stuart Lancaster and Chris Robshaw have made some changes, I think, and it's obvious from those who are outside of England looking in that there's a new mentality there. I think there's probably a humbleness, a desire to get better, and they're doing it quietly, and they're building a culture, and they don't want to make decisions which are going to be negative in that building of the culture. They probably learnt from 211, where it wasn't good, and they're making big changes there. So that could be a masterstroke, because I think it'll galvanise the team. The pack is powerful, and I think they're getting their old edge back. England have perhaps got the best scrum in the game at international level right now, and their line-out is very competent. But the big change, I think, is probably the attack. They look like athletes, and they catch pass, good athletes who have got a desire to play attacking rugby. And that hasn't happened for a long time. Two young backs, George Ford. Like, George Ford's been impressive to me because he can play in the traffic, he can play flat, he can put people through space. He's provided a different attacking dimension to this team. The young centre, Jonathan Joseph, had a big Six Nations. And so you've got two young backs who are making a difference. Fullback, Mike Brown, you know, he's world class, and I know that there's a bit of an injury cloud over him and maybe one or two others, but he makes a difference. So there is some big steps forward. I think the weakness in this team, from my point of view, is their defence. Maybe not one-on-one tackle, their collective strategy defensively, and whether that's entirely right, and how they handle turnover ball and scramble and defend, because they gave away a lot of tries in the Six Nations this year, and I think it may have been 9 or thereabouts, where Ireland, who won the Six Nations, gave away 3. Maybe Japan in 4 years' time is their tournament that they can look at, because a lot of the backs are young. You know, you're talking about Ford, you're talking about Joseph, young men, and we've got some growing to do. No, there's the Twickenham factor, the Twickenham Roar, playing at home, probably second favourites.
Rugby's a massive thing of Cornwall, and obviously you've got all the local sides here. Every single side has a mini team, mini and juniors. So if you always want to see people coming, kids, adults, just playing for the sake of just playing for rugby because they love playing, no money in it, no anything, and just the pure enjoyment of it, it's definitely every single club here have those players.